completion, Poornatva Stithi. Just today morning, I have discovered some of the very important truths about completion. I'll expand on it. आज सवेरे ही पूर्णत्व स्थिति के बहुत ही प्रमुख रहस्य में सत्य मेरे सामने प्रकट हुए हैं। आज मैं उसके बारे में बात करूंगा। First thing I wanted you to understand, only in completion four tattvas work. Only in completion you are able to live four tattvas as it should be lived. Please understand, only in completion the four tattvas happen in you as it should happen. When you don't spend enough of time, energy, intention towards the completion, ध्यान से सुनिए, intention is important ingredient for completion. You need to understand, intention is important ingredient for completion. Let me define completion. Let me define completion. ध्यान से सुनिए. You need to understand incompletion first. Then you will understand what is completion. जब आप पूर्णत्व स्थिति में रहने की संकल्प नहीं लेते हैं, तब पूर्णत्व स्थिति में रहने संभावना नहीं है, संभव नहीं है. Listen, whenever you talk to yourself, there is a part of you disrupting you constantly is incompletion. Means not believing. Understand? You say, I will live four tattvas. Immediately one part of you laughs at you. Like this you said millions of things. You say, I will be successful. You tried so many things. What happened? Understand, when you utter something, when you talk to yourself something, one part of you which does not believe you, one part of you which does not agree with you, one part of you which is not saying yes to you is incompletion. One of the biggest problem with this incompletion, listen, one of the biggest problem with this incompletion, you will not be able to settle within you. You will not be able to live within you constantly. Mean really constantly. You will be having kind of a life imprisonment experience. And because of that incompletion, you will not be able to live any tattva. Neither you will be able to live integrity, nor you will be able to live authenticity, or you will be able to live responsibility or enriching. See, incompletion first attacks your self-assessing mechanism. You have a self-assessing mechanism in you. just like internal auditing for any organization, just like internal auditing for any organization, there is a self-assessing mechanism. Once in a while you see, what am I doing, what am I doing, what is going on, am I on the right direction, will I be on the right direction, is this okay? The more number of times you do self-assessing, more you will be self-centered and self-torturing. It is incompletion which gives you the insecurity, makes you do self-assessing again and again. जब भी आप स्वयं के कोई भी बात करते हैं, आप में उपस्थित ऐसी एक बाघ है जो आपके बात का विश्वास नहीं करता है। वह बाघ है आपका अधूरा बाघ, तत्वस, as it should be lived when you don't spend enough time, energy, intention towards completion. Intention is important ingredient for completion. पहली बात आज मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप समझे हो यह है कि केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति में ही चार तत्व काम कर सकते हैं। केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति में ही आप चार तत्वों को जीना संभव है। आपका उद्देश्य, आपका अभिप्राय, आपका उद्देश्य, आपका अभिप्राय, आपका उद्देश्य, आपका अभिप्राय पूर्णत्व स्थिति का एक महत्वपूर्ण भाग है। आप में एक स्वयं को विश्लेषण करने वाली एक प्रक्रिया छिपा हुआ है। आप में उपस्थित यह प्रक्रिया ही आप में अधूरे भाग को जीवित रखता है। Please understand, listen. Only with completion inside you can even listen. Even at this moment, if your clothes are unwashed, lying in your room, if you have put some clothes in your laundry machine, if you have kept milk on the oven, it's boiling, if there are any incompletion around you, you will not be settled. You will not listen. Listening happens with completion. Listening happens with completion. One more thing you need to know. How the incompletion will be, I explained. How the completion inner space will be, I can't explain. The space of completion, how it will look, how it will feel, I can't explain, because any word I use, you will not understand. It will be Sutta Sugabodha Chinmaya Swabhavananda. What, you understood? No, you can't. What is incompletion? I can explain, you can understand, because it is your experience. When you are in the space of incompletion, any decision you make, part of you will laugh at you, not cooperate with you, not say tatastu to you, not listen to you, not involve itself to you. सुनिए और समझने की कोशिश कीजिए। केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति में स्थिर होने से ही आप सुन पाएंगे। अगर आपके अंदर और बाहर कुछ भी अधूरा रहते हैं तो आप सुन नहीं पाएंगे। सुने कि शक्ति आप में केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति से ही विकासित होता है। सुनने की शक्ति आप में केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति से ही विकसित होता है। अंडरस्टैंड? In the state of incompletion, you don't listen. You act like listening, you don't listen. You don't see, you act like seeing, you don't see. It is very important. Human beings need to understand. With incompletion, you will neither be able to practice four tattvas, nor the four tattvas will bring those desired results in you. If there is incompletion, you can't practice integrity with integrity. Only when you practice integrity with integrity, listen, only when you practice integrity with integrity, you will have Vak Siddhi. Only when you practice authenticity with authenticity, you will have the space of possibility. Only when you become responsibly responsible, you will become a leader. First thing, you need to bring completion in you. You need to bring completion in you to start four tattvas working in you, bringing result in you. Spend the first 6 months after initiation into this tattva just for completion. Swapurnatva and Poornatva with completion with others. By not disturbing or sacrificing your regular life, I have seen, in the name of completion, people don't work and don't do their responsibility, just waste the time and energy. Understand? Completion has to be done along with your intense active routine. It is like you should continue to build the building and demolish the old. If you are trying to demolish the old and not build, that gap will again be filled with incompletion. Understand? अपूर्ण और अधूरे स्थिति में आप सुनते नहीं है, सुनने की नाटक करते हैं। जब आप में अपूर्ण स्थिति जिंदा है, तब आप संपूर्ति को संपूर्ति के साथ निभा नहीं है, निभा नहीं पाएंगे। केवल जब आप संपूर्ति को संपूर्ति के साथ अभ्यास करें, तभी आप संपूर्ति में पूर्ण तरह से स्थापित हो सकते हैं। अपूर्णत्व आपके स्वयं के विश्लेषण पर आक्रमण करता है। जब भी आप स्वयं का विश्लेषण करते हैं, आप स्वार्थी बनते हैं एवं आत्मयात्रान का अनुभव करते हैं आप असुरक्षा का अनुभव सकते हैं। केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति में ही आप सुन सकते हैं। इन चार तत्वों में दीक्षित होने के पश्चात 6 महीने पूर्णत्व का अभ्यास कीजिए, किंतु ये आपके प्रतिदिन के काम के साथ साथ होने चाहिए। केवल पूर्ण स्थिति में रहने से ही आप चार तत्वों को पूर्ण तरह से जीने लगेंगे और उन्हें अपनी हर प्रतिक्रिया में व्यक्त कर पाएंगे। When there is a completion in you, 4 tattvas act like a fire put on the blasting explosive material. If you put the fire on explosive material, is it going to slowly catch the fire, then little smoke, then little fire? Is it going to happen? It will just explode. There are some people, the moment they listen the 4 tattva, it will become experience in them. They will start living it. There are some, the 4 tattvas, work on them like a slow, aste, aste. Why in some people 4 tattvas work like explosive material? Why in some people 4 tattvas work on like a fire put on wood, sometime fire put on stone? Sometime it's like a fire put on the wetland, fire gets put off. 4 tattvas disappear. Swapurnatva and Poornatva should be your spiritual practice. Swapurnatva and Poornatva should be your spiritual practice. जब आप पूर्णत्व स्थिति में स्थिर है, 4 तत्व आप में के एक ज्वाला की तरह प्रज्वलित होंगे। तब मात्र 4 तत्वों के बारे में सुनने से ही आप 4 तत्वों में विस्फोट हो जाएंगे। Completion is an important lesson you need to learn to make these 4 tattvas experience. Listen. If you are in completion, you will not be in restlessness during the gaps I give. It is by giving the gaps I find out whether people are in completion or incompletion. What is the level of the space they are in? Then I start my satsang. Then I continue what I wanted to offer. ध्यान से सुनिए। जब आप पूर्णत्व की स्थिति में है, तब 4 तत्व एक विस्फोटक पर अग्नि डालने के समान है। क्या वो अग्नि धीरे धीरे बढ़ेगी? नहीं, उसका सीधा विस्फोट होगा। Understand? This is the very important truths which you need to catch it. Some more things I wanted you to know about completion. It is only after the complete completion inside, you will be able to practice practice these four tattvas as reality. If I am asked to pick up one more tattva along with four, I will pick up completion. It is that important. Without completion, the four tattvas never become reality. Understand, it is completion that makes the right thing happen in you. It is completion that makes life happen in you. Completion is Shiva, listening is Devi. When you are in completion, you are established in the Shiva, the masculine energy in you. If you are listening, you are established in the Devi, the feminine energy in you. When you are in completion, Shiva will be available to you as Dakshinamurti. When there is incompletion, he will be in you as Kala Bhairava to destroy the incompletions. पूर्णत्व स्थिति शिव है और सुनने की शक्ति देवी है. जब आप पूर्णत्व स्थिति में है, आप अपने भीतर के शिव शक्ति में समाहित है. जब आप सुनते हैं, तब आप अपने भीतर के देवी शक्ति में समाहित है. Only with completion you become one integrated being. All your inner space, body, mind, everything comes under your control. Everything comes under you, becomes you, part of you. One more thing you need to know. When you do completion now, don't think only from now your future will be in completion, complete. No! Even your past gets altered. Even your past become complete. Completion is the only method where you can even alter your past. Human beings are made to believe past cannot be altered. You need to know, if past cannot be altered, future also cannot be altered. Past, present, future, all three are in the same DNA, seed of Kala. Listen. If Kala is the seed, past, present, future, all these three are in DNA form in that seed. Your attitude towards the past, your attitude towards the future will be same. If you think you are powerless, you were powerless in your past, you will be powerless in your future also. If you are powerless in the past, you will be powerless in future. So spend time on completion, energy on completion, mainly intention. Decide to be complete. Decide to be complete. More than spending time, it is your intention, decision that keeps you in completion. Decision to be in completion, that keeps you in completion. जब आप पूर्ण है, शिव आप में दक्षिणामूर्ति के रूप में है. जब आप अपूर्ण है, शिव आप में काल भैरव के रूप में है. आपकी अपूर्ण स्थिति का विनाश करने के लिए। हम समझते हैं कि अतीत को परिवर्तित नहीं किया जा सकता है। सुनिए, अगर काल एक बीज है तो अतीत, वर्तमान और भविष्य उस बीज के डीएनए है, और इन तीनों में से किसी भी पहलू को आप कभी भी परिवर्तित कर सकते हैं। अंडरस्टैंड, if you feel you were powerful in the past, you will be powerful in the future. I'll give you one small example from my own life, my own experience. Just yesterday, suddenly, I called the lake designers, people who design huge water bodies, took them around the campus, finalized one place and asked them to dig a huge lake which will hold almost 3 crore liter water. Means 2-acre land. It will be named as Nithyananda Sarovar. Almost 1 crore we will be spending just on that lake. It's a huge money. Huge money. Our ashramites could not understand. For all of us to take bath, Vaidya Sarovar is there, pure water, and it is also getting cleaned with more machineries and tiling, and so much of right maintenance is happening. So, and for water storage, we have Manasarovar in the ashram. Then why one more tank? Nithyanand Sarovar, huge that also, around 2-acre water body. Naturally, my construction department people asked, why do you want to spend 1 crore on this, Swamiji? I said, dig 45 feet, 250 feet breadth and 400 feet length. Go 40 feet, 45 feet. Make a huge water body, almost like a lake. Naturally, they could not understand. I said, you do it. And finally, they said, at least tell us the reason why suddenly you are spending so much of money on creating a water body and wasting almost 2-acre land. I said, no, it is not a waste. Kalbhairava gave me a clear command to strengthen the water body in the campus. Even the Manasarovar, we are going to dig 40 feet deep. We are making it as a huge water body. I always felt I was complete and successful, powerful in the past, so the future automatically prepares me. Future automatically reveals whatever I need to know. Future automatically teaches me whatever I need to know. All I want you to understand, any inability you perceive is because the inabilities you perceive about you in your past. The self-assessing mechanism, the mechanism which assesses you continuously. Understand the self-assessing mechanism, the mechanism which assesses you completely will give you high rating only when you are in completion. when you are not in completion, no way you will have a high rating about you. Even if you are doing spiritual practices for 25 years, you will not have a high rating about you. How many of you want high rating given to you when you assess yourself? Raise your hand. Because this is the biggest suffering with which you are suffering. Low rating of yourself when you assess you. In complete completion, the self-assessing mechanism will disappear. You won't even assess you. I don't assess me. Only when you are in completion, you can be successful, whether in your business or in your relationships or in your political career or even in your health. You experience health when you are in completion. You experience wealth when you are in completion. कल मैंने हमारे आश्रम में एक झील का निर्माण करने का निर्णय लिया और उससे संबंधित कर्मचारियों को बुलाया था। इस प्रोजेक्ट के लिए हमें 1 करोड़ रुपया निवेश करना होगा और इसके लिए हमें 2 एकड़ भूमि का जरूरत है। मेरे आश्रम वासियों ने मुझसे पूछा कि हम अब ये काम क्यों कर रहे हैं। तब मैंने उन्हें बताया कि अगले साल के अंत में कर्नाटक राज्य में 3 साल का घोर अकाल आने वाला है और हमें उसके लिए तैयार होना है। क्योंकि मैं अतीत के साथ पूर्णत्व स्थिति में हो, अतीत के साथ पूर्णत्व स्थिति में हो, मुझे भविष्य स्पष्ट तरह से साफ दिखाई देता है। Why I am saying about this drought in the national television, I expect somebody will see and tell the government to be prepared. In those days, enlightened masters were Rajagurus. They used to see all this future happening and tell the king he will be prepared. Now, it's unfortunate the Guru's words are not taken. So I cannot tell directly. I am telling through the national channel. If the government wants, they can listen and be prepared. जब आप पूर्ण है, केवल आपका भविष्य ही नहीं बल्कि आपका अतीत भी पूर्ण हो जाता है। अतीत को परिवर्तित करने का एक मात्र तकनीक है पूर्णत्व। पूर्ण होने का सीधा तीव्र निर्णय लीजिए। Decide to be in completion. Decide to be in completion. Decide to be in completion. When you are in completion, all the 4 tattvas work miracles in you. If I have to describe the life of completion, I only can use the word eternal ecstasy, joy. Nothing else can be the word. मैं इस अकाल की बात को राष्ट्रीय टेलीविजन पे इस बात इसलिए बता रहा हूँ ताकि सरकारी कर्मचारी इसके बारे में सुने और वे इसका सामना करने के लिए जनता की सहायता करे. When you are in completion, you experience ultimate health. Listen. Your inner space experiences past and future in a same language, in a same way. I tell you how your past is built. Incidents, your perceptions, and your self-assessments. These are the pillars with which your past is built. If you complete yourself now, your perception and self-assessments means 66% of your past will be burnt. Then can your past stand as it is now? No. It will just be with facts. So your past will lose its power over you. Your past will be transformed. That is the way your future will be transformed. जब आप पूर्णत्व के स्थिति में स्थिर होते हैं, तब आपका स्वास्थ्य सर्वोच्च स्थिति में स्थिर होता है. जब आप पूर्णत्व स्थिति में नहीं है, आप अपनी स्वयं विश्लेषण में अधिक अंक नहीं मिल सकते हैं. जब आप पूर्णत्व स्थिति में है, आप अपना स्वयं विश्लेषण नहीं करेंगे. जब आपका स्वयं विश्लेषण करने वाल व्यक्तित्व और आप एक बन जाते हैं, तब आप अद्वैत स्थिति में स्थापित हो जाएंगे. केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति में ही आप किसी भी क्षेत्र में सफल हो सकते हैं, चाहे वो व्यापार हो, संबंध हो, राजनीति हो या आपका स्वास्थ्य हो. आपका अतीत का निर्माण हो रहे घटनाओं से, उनके बारे में आपकी दृष्टिकोण से और उनके बारे में आपकी स्वयं विश्लेषण करने की प्रतिक्रिया से होता है. आपका अतीत का निर्माण हो रहे घटनाओं से, उनके बारे में आपकी दृष्टिकोण से और उनके बारे में आपकी स्वयं विश्लेषण करने की प्रतिक्रिया से होता है. You need to catch it. You need to understand it. You need to live it. केवल पूर्णत्व स्थिति से आपके स्वयं विश्लेषण करने की प्रतिक्रिया को आप परिवर्तित कर सकते हैं, और तभी आप अपने अतीत और भविष्य को भी परिवर्तित कर सकते हैं. और तभी आप अपने अतीत और भविष्य को भी परिवर्तित कर सकते हैं. Through the proper techniques, go on completing with everyone and with you. Whatever you can't complete, typically complete it through catharsis processes. Completion can be done by 3 ways. 1, self-completion, sitting with mirror. 2, with whoever you have incompletion, talking to them and completing it. 3, very important, catharsis methods. Sometimes you don't even know with whom you have incompletion. You will not be able to find why you have incompletion. Is it with you or with others? Catharsis. Through catharsis, do the completion. Completion is the base for life to be built. Completion is the base on which life can stand. first thing required for completion is decision to be complete. Intention to be in completion. When you are in completion, only then you start living. Only when you are in completion, decision to be complete is the most important thing you need. पूर्णत्व की स्थिति में होने की 3 तरीके हैं. पहला है स्वपूर्णत्व, आईने के साथ बैठना. दूसरा है उन लोगों के साथ पूर्णत्व करना जिनके साथ आप अपूर्ण है. तीसरा है रेचन की क्रिया. स्वपूर्णत्व क्रिया की प्रक्रिया में आपको पहले अपनी जीवन के हर संघर्ष को ध्यान से परख कर देखना होगा. पहले आपको अपनी हर संघर्ष में अपने आंतरिक स्थिति को समझना होगा. अपने अंदर होने वाले नकारात्मक भावनाओं को पहले आपको पहचाना होगा. उसके बाद आप अपनी बीती हुई जीवन के हर घटना को स्मरण करना होगा जहां आपने ऐसी ही नकारात्मक भावनाओं को महसूस किया है. तब आपको आईने के सामने बैठना होगा इस समझ से कि आईने के अंदर आपकी अधूरी एवं अपूर्ण भाग है, आईने के बाहर आपका पूर्ण भाग है. तब आईने के अंदर उस हर घटना को पुनः लाइए और उसे पुनः जीने का अभ्यास कीजिए. आईने के बाहर अब जो आपका पूर्ण भाग है उसको उपयोग करके आईने के अंदर जो आपका अपूर्ण भाग है उसको पूर्ण कीजिए. यह स्वपूर्णत्व क्रिया को आप अपने हर नकारात्मक विचार धारा एवं अनुभव के साथ बार बार कीजिए. Understand? Tomorrow I will expand on root thought pattern of sufferings and how you can experience deep completion by discovering your root thought patterns. Your root thought pattern and discovering your root thought pattern. This will be the subject for tomorrow's Nitya Satsang. कल मैं आपके मूल विचार धारणा के बारे में बात करूंगा जो आपके जीवन के हर प्रतिक्रिया का मूल आधार है. The root thought pattern is the source of your every response of your life. That is source of every response of your life.
मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्. आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999, www.nithyananda.org, www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.